How to buy on AliExpress from Israel. The first thing when we are inside the app or on the website is to go directly to where the flag appears. You click here and specifically choose where you are, and if you want, you can change the language. For example, I will leave it in English, and here in currency, if you want, you can also change it. For example, I will set it to dollars and save it. And here the new version of the website is already loading. But we must always make sure that the correct flag appears here to know if we are buying in the correct country. And then we can proceed to see step by step. How to buy? Remember that in the description I leave you a link to download the app, as there are more offers and discounts there. Now I will show you how to buy step by step and what you need to keep in mind. As you can see, there are many products here, many offers, and in fact we find more at the top. In fact, we find a product offer here. We also find product categories here, but what we are going to do is take a sample product and I will show you what you need to look at. First of all, we are going to choose a random product. We are going to choose this product over here on the right. Here it appears for us, and we are going to look in detail at everything we need to consider. First of all, on the left side, we should look at the photos to see if they really match the product description. What is this over here? Always remember to pay close attention to the title of this product because sometimes you can get confused. That is to say, they might be showing you this iPhone here, but it turns out they are not selling the iPhone, but rather this battery. Therefore, it's important to differentiate, as sometimes people feel cheated because they see one product in the images and receive another, but it's because they don't read this part of the title. Then also remember that when we search for products on AliExpress, at the moment we see the price, the lowest available price appears. What I mean is that when you enter the listing, you'll notice that if I, for example, change the color of the product or the specifications here, you'll see that some cost more than others. For example, this one here costs 15.22 and this one here 16.18. That's why before knowing how much it costs, you must specifically and very carefully select with precision exactly which variation or size of the product you want to know what the final price is and precisely. Then, once you have very thoroughly and meticulously read and seen all this, you will go to the bottom part where the reviews appear. And here the important thing is that it has at least 4.5 stars and also hopefully a substantial number of reviews. For example, in this case, it only has 15. I recommend a minimum of 30 or even 50 to be sure that real people are actually buying these products. Now, let's click where it says see more. And here we are going to filter using this image icon to be able to read ILA and see above all real images of the products, since the photos that appear at the top of the AliExpress page are, let's say, edited photos that look very good, whereas the photos here in the reviews are real photos from the customers who have been buying this particular product. So there we can see more in comparison, for example, in hand, what the additional specific size is on a table. And well, here we see detail by detail how it really is. Once you have chosen the product you want, now we are going to move to the right side to make the purchase. Now here, you must be sure about the person who is selling it to you. What you can do is click on it and you will go to the OA store, the products that this person offers. What you can do is check here in this space how many positive reviews or negative reviews they have in general. Because this person not only sells this product but also sells several more. And obviously it is beneficial for them to have a generally positive review. Then this will appear to you depending on where you are. You simply click on it. And here, what you are going to do is specifically choose the country. Then you will choose, depending on where you are located, and that's it. This applies here. Remember that depending on where you are located here on the left side, where the price is, it may include some taxes. Also depending on where you are located. Then here, at the bottom, the shipping price appears. In this case, it is completely free, but it does not have a tracking guide, meaning we will not be able to track the product to know where in the world it is, or if it has already arrived in our city, or even if it has already arrived at our home. Therefore, I recommend that you better purchase products that have a tracking option. You simply search for it, enter. And here, when you select free shipping, it should show that it includes the tracking. Then here, it will specifically show the date on which the product arrives at your house or the place you have chosen to receive the product. After this, if you want, you can also change the quantity. You can choose the number of products you want. You can increase it here, and depending on what you desire, you order it. I'm going to leave it at 1 and click where it says buy now when I click buy. Now this appears here. It shows up here. The shipping address is censored because it's my personal address, and I can click here where it says change and adjust the address to the location where I am. Then, in payment methods, depending on where you are located, it will appear here. Add a credit or debit card or some other payment methods. This already depends on your location, as I mentioned. And as you can see, there's an option for promo codes here. I'll leave one in the description if I can access it. And then here, in the summary, the price of the product appears. And the shipping price? This likely changed and increased because I chose only a very cheap product. That's why I recommend that what you should do is go directly to any product around here and add several. And once you add several products, the shipping price will likely decrease, making it not as expensive. So what you can do is talk to friends or family who want to place orders on AliExpress so they can make a single order. And that way, the shipping cost will decrease significantly or remain the same. But obviously, with many more products, let's say it's much more worthwhile to make the purchase. And once you've made the purchase here, you click where it says to do order. And when you get your tracking number, you're going to come to this page called exactly as it appears above, 17 track. And what you're going to do is enter your order tracking numbers here and track them to know where they are, where it is, if it has already arrived in your country, if it has already arrived at your house, and be very attentive to ensure the order actually arrives. Similarly, if the order doesn't arrive at your house or the place you chose, you can file a claim, AliExpress, and they will obviously refund your money, but for that, you have to be very attentive to the delivery date. Remember that it said that, at the latest, it would arrive in May. Fine, so, being May, what you should do is wait until that date. And when that date arrives, if your product from the seller still hasn't arrived, what you do is file a claim to get your money back.